The New York Giants just got excellent news heading into the 2024 campaign, and it comes from an unexpected location. Although Giants fans will be hoping and expecting a lot out of fourth-round draft pick Theo Johnson, somebody else was turning heads and catching eyes. Not just the eyes of coaches, but also the eyes of ESPN analysts. Sports fans, huddle up, because in today's video, I'm going to tell you who it is, how he's impressing, and how it could be massive for Daniel Jones and company heading into training camp next month. Now, if you're new here, I'm Nate, and we are talking the biggest news in sports every single day on this channel, so get subbed up to make sure you don't miss out on all of the action. Before we get into today's video, I need you to comment below and let me know how good the Giants are going to be this season. Let me know in the comments. What's their win-loss record? How many wins? Just tell me how many wins you think they're going to have. Because I looked up the over-under because I was kind of curious what Vegas thought about their odds, and Vegas didn't like their chances, setting the over-under at 6.5. Yikes! And I understand. Tough division. Let's be honest, there's a lot of things working against the Giants again this season. But I have to believe that Giants fans are feeling more optimistic than 6.5. That's pretty brutal. So where do you got? Let me know. 7, 8, 9 wins this season? Or maybe, I mean, that's like potentially sneaking into the playoffs kind of territory, right? Or, maybe on the other side of 6, 5, 4, potentially first overall draft pick. Yeah, let's hope that's not what it is for Giants fans' sake at least. Now, part of what's going to make or break this season is a man by the name of Daniel Jones. The quarterback position cannot be understated in terms of important, and Daniel Jones has had his fair share of good moments and fair share of bad moments. Or maybe the better way to say it, rather than bad, or you can just say just bad if you want, but maybe just not good enough moments would be probably the more consistent reality for Daniel Jones. He has talent, no doubt. He has some excellent traits, but he also falls into a category of quarterbacks that's a pretty large category. It's most quarterbacks that require a strong supporting cast in order to be successful, meaning you have to have above average talent at some position within your ranks in order for your quarterback to be able to actually put together some decent, put together rhythm, get some wins on the chart, moving down the line, right? So yeah, that's where today's news looks especially positive for Giants fans. Now, I'm sure all Giants fans and all football fans are going to know a little thing or two about 12 personnel. But if the Giants are planning on utilizing 12 personnel again this season, and especially if they're planning on utilizing it a lot, which would be one way of supporting your Daniel Jones quarterback, one running back, 2 tight ends, a couple wideouts, it would be great for you to have a solid set of tight ends. Agree? That's why that 4th-round draft pick mattered. You have to imagine they needed a solid guy. That's why Theo Johnson is on this football team. But there's somebody else who's been catching a lot of attention, and that's good for you guys, Giants fans, because there's a lot you can do when you have 2 solid catchable targets that are also great blockers and can play in this very difficult to defend 12 personnel, 2 tight end set. What if you could sneak in, Giants fans, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about now. What if you could sneak in a wide receiver turned tight end to come in there and give you a little bit of a different flavor? What if you could add depth at the tight end position to support that 12 personnel with a guy who can catch the ball? He's got the wide receiver skills, but is moving into more of a tight end role. Based on a lot of factors we won't get into in this video, but the New York Giants have something brewing with Lawrence Cager. He hasn't seen a ton of football in his 4 seasons, but ESPN analyst Jordan Raanan had this to say. Covered by Kevin Hickey, by the way. Thanks, Kevin Hickey from Sporting News. The New York Giants had a surprise standout at a minicamp from the tight end position, and it wasn't rookie Theo Johnson. While the 4th-round pick turned plenty of heads this offseason, he wasn't the only standout tight end during the spring workouts. In the eyes of Jordan Raanan of ESPN, fellow tight end Lawrence Cager gets that honor. Tight end Darren Waller's retirement opened opportunities for others. It looked this spring like Cager and 4th-round pick Theo Johnson will be asked to fill that pass-catching role. Both received some first-team reps and made plays in what primarily serves as a passing camp. Coach Brian Daboll even mentioned that Cager was probably one of the most improved players throughout the offseason. which could open the door for him to make a significant contribution this season. Wow. I mean, if you are a Giants fan, that should be music to your ears. That should be positive news. One, because you've got a rookie who's solid, but you never know how rookies will transition. Two, you've got a guy who's making a transition, and this transition is clearly, according to coach, it's looking like a very positive move for him. So that's awesome for him. Shout out to the Giants fans out there. Congratulations. This is good news. This is the kind of stuff you want to be seeing. There you go. That's what we have for you today. Sports fans, make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out on all of the action as we cover it every single day on this channel. As always, thanks for your time. It's going to be a super fun football season. You know where to go so you don't miss out on any of it.